What's up, y'all? Kyle here. You're watching Drivin and Vibin. Today is all about free camping, and specifically free camping right outside of Tampa, Florida, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm excited to be back out boondocking. This is our first official boondocking spot since we've left Alabama with a newborn baby and in our new to us 1979 Airstream Argosy. So back to making these free camping videos. I could not be happier. This video is all about Cypress Creek Preserve. It's a boondocking spot that's located just north of Tampa, Florida. We drove in to Tampa yesterday. It took about 15 or 20 minutes, so it's not that bad of a drive. Mostly it's traffic and not necessarily miles. So a lot of people think that there is not free camping available in Florida. But hey, we're here to tell you different. There is free camping, but it is unique to the free camping that's offered throughout the rest of the US. So in this video, we'll be going over kind of what that process entails, what this campsite's all about, and how to hopefully encourage you to do some free camping here in Florida yourself. First off, like I said, this is called Cypress Creek Preserve. Now, it's a water management area. So Florida has these water management areas all throughout the state, and it's where they manage their drinking water. In addition to the facilities that are on the property, they've also established a lot of camping locations on these sites. So that's where we're at now. And this campsite is very private, very small. The site we're at can host about 4 or 5 RVs. In this spot, there's another camping section that could probably host another 4 or 5. But beyond that, you can't really get many more rigs in here. And that's because the Florida water management system requires you to make a reservation for your RV boondocking stay. That seems pretty cumbersome on the front end if you're used to just driving off to the desert and finding the best boondocking site, not having to do anything except research. With this, you have to research, go to the website, which we will link all that below so you can find out how to do it yourself, and then request to stay for 6 days. That's the longest you can stay, and they'll show you the availability. Quite often there is a lot of availability, and that won't be an issue. This time of year, it might be more of a challenge. And they do monitor the reservations. During our stay here, we had a local law enforcement officer come through, check the tags, asked everyone if they were registered, and beyond that, whenever you get confirmation about your boondocking reservation, they will send you a gate code. You cannot access this area without a gate code. That, to me, has been one of the most awesome benefits of the area because it limits the amount of campers that are here, and it made us have an extra layer of security whenever we were camping here. There's just not a bunch of random traffic coming in and out. Really, we saw no traffic coming in and out except foot traffic of local hikers. So it's been extremely peaceful and feeling safe that way. Again, even though it seems like a cumbersome process on the front end to make a reservation for a free campsite, to me, it's so worth it because you get so much privacy, you don't get neighbors close to you, and you get added security. So let's talk a little bit about what this campground offers. No amenities, boondocking, that's pretty typical. They do have some covered areas though with picnic tables and fire rings, which are all established already. And they even offer a porta potty at the front of the campground. So you do get some basic amenities, but nothing like water or electricity or anything like that. One of the best parts about the Cypress Creek Preserve though is that there are so many trails. There are trails you can hike on, there are trails you can bike on, and there are bunches of little lakes and ponds around, so you can just enjoy the waterfront. Even though it's not an epic waterfront, it's still beautiful water with lily pads all around. So you can get so much nature while you're here and do activities as well. When we're tucked back here in the preserve, it feels like we are in the middle of nature. I offered to get Olivia breakfast this morning and she thought that I'd have to drive a long way to get it. But in fact, 4 miles away is all the shopping you could wish for if you're into shopping or restaurants. So we have so much privacy and nature here, but right outside the gate, it's literally 8 to 10 minutes to so many dining and eating options. As far as cell connectivity is concerned, we've stayed connected this whole time with our AT&T hotspot and our AT&T phones. I'd assume that Verizon definitely has great access here too. Can't vouch for T-Mobile though, but it wasn't a problem at all to stream Netflix or Hulu, which made it enjoyable in the evening when we like to kick back and still binge our favorite TV shows. Even though we're RVing, we still like binging The Witcher.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty.
This is a dog-friendly campground. You can bring your dogs here. You got to keep them leashed, got to pick up the dog poop. But I can tell you that River absolutely loved it here. She loved playing in the grass. She loved going down to the ponds. Dog-friendly for sure. There are little prickers on the ground, sometimes getting in her paws. Beyond that though, nothing major that would make it an inconvenience to bring an animal here. So highly recommended to bring your leashed pup with you to enjoy the camping experience. So if you are interested in free camping and boondocking outside of Tampa, Florida, make sure you check the links below. I'll drop the GPS, the info to the website where you book your stay, and some reviews down there as well to give you a better idea of the area. But it's highly reviewed among RVers across the nation. Everyone seems to love the wildlife and water management areas in Florida, and I have to agree, this was an awesome place to come back and start our journey in the Argosy, our journey with Nora, and to get back out into boondocking. It just makes camping so much more enjoyable when you're out in nature, no hookups. Our Battleborn batteries were killing it. Our solar was even bringing in a good amount of wattage during the daytime. So I highly recommend the boondocking spot. You can park in the shade too if you don't have solar, but if you have solar, there are still places you can harvest that sun while you're camping here. Thank you for watching the video. If it helps you out, give it a big thumbs up. Let us know if you've camped here before or at any of the water management areas, because we are now new fans. So we'll see you guys next time. Later on.